After July 15th, the money flow will cover 4 zodiac signs. After July 15th, the energy of the financial space will change dramatically. During this period, money channels will be activated, and a powerful flow of material abundance will rush to 4 zodiac signs. This is not just an increase in income. These are sudden opportunities, large sums, unexpected offers, and a breakthrough in the sphere of wealth. If you feel that you have long deserved more, perhaps the universe has already written your name on the list of the chosen ones. This information is not for everyone. Only those who know the power of signs and believe in deep esoteric flows will be able to recognize the signal and use it correctly. In this video, I will reveal which 4 signs will be in the center of the money flow and what exactly needs to be done in order not to miss the chance to get rich. Subscribe to the channel if you want to receive not just horoscopes, but real energy tips for key days. And write in the comments, do you feel changes approaching in your life? Perhaps you are already on the threshold of a financial breakthrough. The first sign is Virgo. After July 15th, the flow of money will enter Virgo's life quickly and without warning. It will all start with a specific offer that will arrive between July 17 and 19th. This will not be a standard job, but an option related to personal initiative or an offer that previously seemed unlikely. At first glance, it may seem unstable or risky, but it is in it that the key to a powerful financial breakthrough is hidden. Having made a decision quickly, Virgo will activate a money wave that will intensify every day until the end of the month. From July 21st to 25th, Virgos will encounter a number of amazing coincidences. The right people will get in touch themselves, previously closed channels will open, and the information that was missing will finally appear. Particularly favorable dates are July 17, 22, 26, and 29. These days are worth noting because they are associated with the active movement of monetary energies. All proposals made on these dates will bring results in August. Particular attention should be paid to signs of fate, random words from strangers, repeating numbers on the clock, especially 11:22, 14:41, 22:02, and objects that unexpectedly fall or end up out of place. All of these are markers of change, pushing Virgo to action. Material benefits will also manifest themselves through prudence. Virgo will get a unique opportunity to profitably invest funds without participating directly. Perhaps this will be a deal made through third parties or through a new platform for her. Luck does not require adventures, it will require precision. And it is this precision that will become a magnet for new sources of income. The more attentive Virgo is to details, the more she will gain. From July 27th, the financial flow will increase. Money will begin to come from different directions. Debt repayments, unexpected transfers, bonuses, compensation. Even an old idea abandoned earlier can suddenly start to bring profit if you return to it during this period. It is also important to review all papers, contracts, bills. It is possible to find an old document that will give a legal or monetary benefit. The numbers that will guide Virgo during this period, 6, 17, 22, 29. It is also worth paying attention to the number 4. It will often appear in documents, checks, and indicate a safe direction. All dates where 2s and 4s intersect are especially favorable. Also, the key words will be those heard from people at the time of signing or discussing financial decisions. Phrases related to the road, water, stone, iron. These images will directly indicate which direction will lead to an increase in the flow. After July 15th, Virgo should not doubt, activity will be generously rewarded. The main thing is not to miss the signal, not to be afraid of the unexpected, and not to reject the chance if it seems informal. Anything that goes beyond the standard is the right way. The second sign is Libra. For Libra, mid-July will be the entry point into a new financial rhythm. On July 16th and 17th, a channel of opportunities will open, which will lead to a serious increase in income. The first sign of fate will manifest itself in the form of a refusal of something familiar, cancellation of a meeting, change of route, sudden change in schedule. This will not be a mistake, but a signal. It is in the new scenario that the person or contact will appear that will give a start to the monetary transformation. Libra will feel that everything is starting to change after the first unexpected turn. In the period from July 18 to 23, connections that were previously considered insignificant will be activated. Old acquaintances, forgotten contacts, even fleeting correspondence will turn into new offers. It is especially worth paying attention to people from the past, for whom then nothing worked out. Now their influence will be different. Libra will get a chance to re-enter a topic that previously seemed exhausted, only now with a real return. Favorable dates for launching deals or initiatives are July 18th, 20, 24th, and 30. The flow will increase in the last week of the month. July 25th, 27, and 30 are days when financial decisions will be especially successful. This applies not only to income, but also to purchases, investments, loans, and signing contracts. All calculations made on these dates will be profitable and long-term. Libra will receive support from outside, not necessarily financial, but important. Perhaps the right person will open access to information that gives an advantage, or will say a phrase in time that will make you look at the current project differently. Special signs of fate for Libra: a combination of green and white colors, mention of water, honey, mirrors, iron. These images will appear in conversations, on signs, in dreams, and every time at the moment when you need to make a decision. Their task is to confirm the correctness of the chosen direction. In addition, the multiple repetition of the number 2 and mirror numbers, for example 1221 or 2112, will be amplified precisely at moments when it is necessary to act without hesitation. Strong numbers 2, 5, 18, 27, 30. These dates are especially important for paperwork, meetings, signing contracts. Everything that is initiated during these periods will develop rapidly and lead to financial growth already at the beginning of August. Things will go especially well for those Libras who work with clients, are engaged in aesthetics, images, design, consultations. After July 15th, the cash flow will increase not in leaps and bounds, but in waves. The first wave is the offer, the second is the implementation, the third is the result. The task of Libra is not to slow down this process because of doubts. All you need to do is to be on the move, react quickly, not ignore signals, and remain flexible. This is what will lead to financial success. The third sign is Sagittarius. The financial space opens up for Sagittarius not instantly, but through accumulated confidence. From mid-July, hidden channels through which it was previously impossible to obtain resources begin to activate. Something that has been standing still for a long time is moving, as if a layer is shifting, and a clear stream begins to break through under it. This will be especially evident in those areas where Sagittarius has previously encountered refusals, delays, or lack of return. What was postponed is returned. What was hanging is being resolved. What was not believed in is coming true. The main monetary impulse is associated not with a new beginning, but with the completion of an old business. It is important not to grab onto everything in a row, but to return to where work was once invested, but there was no reward. That is where the source is hidden. This could be a contract, a project, an idea, or even a person associated with a previous attempt to earn money. Financial recovery occurs through the restoration of the unfinished. Sagittarius who can recognize this will find themselves in the profit zone closer to July 18th. On this day, the vibration of the number 9 is activated, a symbol of completion and material exit. The numbers 7, 18, 23, and 30 carry special power. These dates are not only favorable for decision-making, but are also active nodes of luck. During these periods, the likelihood of receiving approval, debt repayment, signing favorable papers, and unexpected cash receipts increases. You should be attentive to the signs: change that fell on the floor, the sound of a bell without a visible caller, or dreams in which water appears. These are signals. If an idea comes at such moments, you need to act without delay. At the behavioral level, there will be a pull towards change. You want to quit, leave, close everything, and start over. But the most profitable thing is not in novelty, but in subtle adjustments to the old. You can rise exactly where you failed before. Money comes not from change, but from accuracy. Sagittarius, who is able to see what exactly requires adjustment, becomes a magnet for large monetary energies. Even small actions taken on the right days can cause a domino effect. First an accidental sale, then a call with an offer, then an unexpected transfer. The main focus is on words. What is said on Tuesday, July 23rd, especially in the first half of the day, can work as a key. If you express an intention on this day, I am ready for income, I allow money to come, internal synchronization with external resources is launched. Only what is said out loud works. Silence blocks the flow. A fateful sign that will indicate that everything is going right is the image of a ladder. If it appears in reality, in a picture, in a dream, or as a symbol somewhere in the environment, this is confirmation that the financial rise has begun. The second sign is a clock that has stopped or started to go backwards. This indicates a time shift in which money is starting to catch up. You should not delay. All favorable events are formed on actions. Money comes where it is not just expected, but where it is correctly worked with intention. Sagittarius, conscious and collected, is able to not only get rich during this period, but also gain independence. The most important thing is not to miss the signs. One wrong look and you can turn. But if the inner determination is maintained, this July will change the financial structure for a long time. The fourth sign is Aquarius. The financial pressure that Aquarius has been feeling in recent weeks will begin to ease sharply after mid-July. The resonant changes will primarily affect those areas where everything was previously stalled: transactions, investments, debt repayments, material initiatives. Money will start moving, and not just in circulation, but in the direction of Aquarius itself. The flow that it will encounter will not look like a sudden win. It will be a series of point receipts, returns, confessions, and discoveries that will add up to a stable wave of growth. The main events will begin to activate from July 17th to 28th. During these days, Aquarius will feel that circumstances are literally pushing it to actions related to benefit. At first, this will manifest itself through offers that it previously refused. Now they will suddenly seem reasonable. Then the right person will appear, who will throw in an idea or give a direct outlet for additional income. One of the most important days is July 21st. On this day, it is worth making non-standard financial decisions without relying on old patterns. The day promises income from an unexpected source, either through an old contact, or through a random publication, or even through a mistake that will suddenly work to your advantage. Lucky numbers, especially those that work in combination: 7, 21, 28, 33, 41. They can be used when choosing dates, bets, registrations, or even when choosing a meeting time. These numbers often start flashing in front of Aquarius for a reason. These are direct signals indicating the activity of the money line. A separate sign of fate that is worth paying attention to is the green triangle. It can appear in geometric images, symbols, on the screen, or in reality. This is a hint that the action conceived at the time of its appearance will be related to money. Repeating symbols will also appear: a clock stopping at 1717, calls with numbers containing the numbers 8 and 88, coins falling on the eagle side. All these are signals that the energy of financial attraction is unfolding nearby. Intuition will play a big role in activating the money channel. Aquarius will feel not just interest, but a direct feeling. This is it. And every time the inner voice tells you to act, do not hesitate. Doubts will be blurred, but internal agreement will become clear. It is especially important to listen to yourself on July 19th and 24th. On these days, you can sign documents, change tariffs, review financial conditions, take steps towards business or investments. Everything that begins on these dates will gain momentum. Aquarius should be prepared for the fact that the cash flow will not only provide resources, but also test for maturity. Along with the growth of finances, an understanding will come of how important it is to filter the environment. Some people will want to touch the luck of Aquarius, but not all of them will be safe. Hence the important recommendation: do not share exact amounts, sources, and plans. In silence, power. In actions, benefit. In spontaneity, the key. The final important day of the period is July 27th. This is the time when you can make a decision about investing, moving to a new level of income, even moving or changing the format of work. Everything will be easy. Signs will be confirmed many times. For example, seeing the same number 3 times, hearing the same phrase from different people, getting a reminder of a forgotten debt, which is immediately returned. All this is a signal that you are on the right line, where the cash flow has already turned around.